This week's sponsor for the Creating the Crafty Live blog hop is MB's Treasurista, the prize pack that is up for grabs provided that you comment and subscribe to all the participants' channels. Is a paper pad from Graphic 45, the Botanical Tea paper pad specifically, a door plate and knob set also from Graphic 45, the Ornate metal label holder also from Graphic 45. There's a coordinating chipboard die cut sheet for Botanical Tea from Graphic 45, and also a coordinating banners and tags sheet or die cut sheet as well from Graphic 45. Also included are coordinating Petaloo flowers and butterflies, some lace pieces, and some resin pieces. Let's get started.
Hi guys, I'm here to share with you my project for the Creating the Crafty Life YouTube hop for this month. The theme is Graphic 45, and it is a hop in celebration of the 3rd year that Creating the Crafty Life has been in existence, so the 3rd year anniversary for CCL. And so what I wanted to share with you, I actually have 2 projects to share with you, and this is the one that you're looking at in front of you right now is the first one, and it is a name plate or a name hanger, or whatever you want to call that, and that is the first one that I have. The second one that I have I will be posting about on my blog, and I'll give you some more information on that once I've gotten through the details for this project. So what I did was I bought one of the wooden plaques or wooden sign, wooden sign bases from Michaels. And what I did was, this project uses Bohemian Bazaar. The other project uses Botanical Tea. And this project here, what I did was I used this paper with all of these little orange suns on it, and I use it as my background. And in order to create the background, what I did was I flipped the sign upside down and I traced it around the paper, and I cut the paper out with my Tim Holtz scissors, and I sanded the edges along all of the different along all the sides, and I used both my big sanding block and I used like a nail file, like an emery board, for the edges where they like the teeth looking like edges. So then what I did was for the actual matting of all of the different layers, because there are 3 layers on this, I guess for dimension obviously, but I mean on this project there are 3 layers. And so what I did was my first idea was to have a frame in the background, and because of the fact that I just didn't want the frame pasted right down to the flat back of the background page, what I did was I layered it using some foam adhesive onto another I guess like a mat, a mat for the frame. So, and then that mat I also put on foam dots as well, or foam adhesive, because I don't have the foam dots. So I'm just trying to get that in frame so you can possibly see it, but the lighting is not, oh, there we go. So you can see the 2 layers right there. So after I had layered the frame onto the background and I had that down, I needed to find a way to have the letters on the frame in such a way, like I didn't want it to hang off because of the fact that this is a pretty long like post, or I guess name board or whatever. So I didn't want it to just be like right in the middle. Like I didn't want the name right in the middle. So I made it so that the name hangs off, and that is why there are, I think, 3 layers of foam adhesive under this edge here, because of the fact that I needed it to be at the same level as the rest of the name on the race part of the frame. So then what I did was this decorative piece here is actually cut out from one of the one of those little the journaling card cut apart sheets. And what I did was, after I put the letters down the way I wanted it to be with this in the background, I then cut around the whole decorative design and around the letters itself, so that way it looked like it was supposed to be all one piece. And so I think I in hindsight, I think I probably would have given the name itself a bit more dimension by adding the name on some foam adhesive, but you know, what can you do? It's a little late now. So then what I did after I added this little design piece here with the name on it is then I added this piece of chipboard, and I only added that because once I had the name down, I felt like this little corner was missing something because this wasn't here, so it was just open and showing this back piece here. So what I did was I added one of the coordinating chipboard pieces, and I covered the whole up with a piece of bling here. And in order to give the frame a little bit more pop, I added some bling. The bling that I added is just some I guess I consider it retired because I haven't seen it around much lately, but I bought the bling pack at Michael's, and that's this one here, and it comes with like this blue flower, like the crocheted flower on it as well. And I haven't seen them at our Michael's recently, so I don't know if they're still around. And then I added just a whole array of coordinating colored flowers, and I didn't really, I didn't pick them out ahead of time or anything. I just, once I saw that, the bling was there, the paper was down, like I felt like it needed something that wasn't like a flat dimensional piece, so something with like a little ruffles or something, and that's why I added the flowers to it in the end. I wasn't planning on it, but I figured, it works out. The colors coordinate quite well. I just pulled them out of my stash. Some flowers were here, some flowers were there, nothing crazy. Then what I did for the handle is I actually used my corner, no, not my corner chumper, my crocodile. And the crocodile goes through this wood because it's like a balsa kind of wood. It is relatively thick for, what it is, but it is still quite flexible. Like I could easily snap it if I, put enough force into it. But because of the type of wood that it is, the crocodile went through very, very easily, much easier than I anticipated. And I used a small hole because I knew that the ribbon I was going to use was going to be quite wide, and it is single satin faced ribbon that I have used, and I think it's 5/16 or 5/8 of an inch, or hold on, let me check here. I have it in all sorts of colors. So it is, yeah, it's 5/8 of an inch that the ribbon is. So, and what I did was at the back I tied it. I left a really long piece, so that way the recipient can choose whether she wants to keep it long or cut it shorter, depending on where she's going to put it. And I should mention that I did gesso the back. I was actually gessoing the back because I was planning on doing maybe a mixed media nameplate instead that had a bit more, a bit more maybe modeling paste or that kind of thing. But in the end I just went with the paper just because it seemed like it was flowing for me at the time that I was creating it. So I didn't bother pulling out the fancy mixed media stuff. So that is my first project that I wanted to share with you. The second project is on my blog, or rather it's detailed on my blog, and there's actually going to be a video on my blog as well that you can't access directly through YouTube, and I did that on purpose, so you guys have to go to my blog to see it. And yeah, so this is the first project, and the project that I share with you on my blog is this one here. It is a relatively large project as well. It is an altered Pringles can, and as you can see, it is, it's got a lot going on to it as well. So, and it's quite large. I think it's maybe a full 12 inches tall. So I'm just gonna lay that down instead because I can't get that all into frame on camera without it being too much. So we'll put that right there. So one of the things that I would like to mention is that there are prizes available that are directly from me, and one of the prizes is a card making kit, and the card making kit will either feature My Mind's Eye or Echo Park. I will post a picture to the kit right here. I'm still in the process of building it, so it's not quite ready at the time of this recording. However, you will see the picture right here in the space of the video once it's done. And the second kit that I'm going to be building is also a card making kit. It will not feature Echo Park. I think this one will only be my mind's eye. So once again, that kit, I will post a picture of that kit, but that second kit is only available if you watch the other video that I'm posting on my blog. So you have a chance to win 2 prizes directly from me, and I will ship all over the world. You just have to tell me what your address is if you win. And what will happen is, once the blog hop period is over, I will draw a name from the people who place comments on either this video and or the other video, and that way we can see who wins. It's super simple, and all you gotta really do is visit my blog. The link to that post will be in the description below as well, so it should be pretty easy to get there. Alright, you guys, thank you so much for taking the time out of your days and evenings and nights, and I know some of you watch YouTube at work, so thank you for doing that as well, and I greatly appreciate having you guys as my subbies. Oh yes, please, yes, that's another thing I forgot to mention. You have to be a subscriber in order to win. So subscribe, comment, and you're entered. Ta-da! Super simple. Okay, thanks guys for watching. I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye for now.